don't think of yourself so below. Like, think of yourself high now, because we've been thinking so below of ourselves that's why we get stuck in something so like surface level. Nothing like, I've been around the same, like, I haven't been around the same people, but I'm saying I see the same people like on social media doing the same thing, when really we're multi-dimensional, so we can do all things. So when you think of it in that way, just know like, oh, I'm high enough to know that I can play basketball at the age of 35, or I can, you know, play football at the age of 35. Like, these are the things that we need to have in our brain, like, to understand, like, we can do all these things. It doesn't have to be on a timeline how they wanted it to be. You know what I'm saying? Because they're like, oh, you get your degree. After you get your degree, then you're going to have a big job. No, that's technically, that doesn't always happen. So you got to know, like, nowadays we just have to, like, take things for, like, what it is. Like, being real about it. Because they wasn't being real about it. And they're still not being real about it.
Yeah, I mean, they won't, because I mean, I don't know. I don't know if a lot of people know what real is.
Yeah, but it's gonna get to a point where it's like you can't even escape the truth. Like, you cannot escape the truth. Like, the truth is gonna be there, and you're gonna be like, damn, like, that can't be not real. Like, that has to be true. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so like, even like with all these celebrity talk, like, and I don't even like talking about celebrities, but like, the thing that's going on right now, like, he ain't the only one. That man ain't the only one. It's a lot of them.
I was thinking, like, they're talking about they can't lock him up, I'm like, you should lock him up because it's common sense that he's done worse than this.
But he's a part of them. So about locking them up, it's not gonna do anything.
I mean, you can't take down the whole structure, like.
Yeah, but
because they won't take themselves down.
But he's getting, and the thing is, that's why when you vibrate so high, you know that he's getting everything that he deserves. Like, as far as he's getting it. And he's not showing it. He's not telling it. He's not telling anybody. But God is the higher power. And that's what we have to understand, too. Is like, it's not like it's like really the universe. It's not even like God. I wouldn't even just say God. It's like the whole universe. Like, do not like evil. So you're doing evil things, you're going to get evil back towards you 10 times. Like, and that's what people going to have to realize. Like, you got to start telling the truth. You got to start doing everything pretty much right, so you ain't seeing nothing wrong in your life. Like, you seeing everything right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really ain't nothing right or wrong. It's just, what's the good thing to do? Like, what's a good thing to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to be a friend. It's not good to bully. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of deal. I'm not saying, like, being good, like, you know, it's just like you picking your battles. You know what I'm saying? Basically.
Yeah, see, that whole thing is so tricky. And like,
energy.
I enjoy it so much. So I had at my job, it was a dude that worked there for a minute. He was like the lead, so he kind of like my supervisor.
Yeah, no.
But he was super cool. You feel me? And I could tell early that he was kind of on that type of shit. Like, I would say certain shit, and he would like kind of like correct me. Like, he would be kind of like on my ass. Like, he wouldn't let me be negative or be like. And so then he would like question like, why do you do? So we would have like a lot of conversations. But I could tell like, you know, he went through things in his life, and then he had his like spiritual through. So like, I kind of tested him. I asked him about certain things. I would ask him questions, like, you know what I'm saying, but. He really, like, was kind of on the same thing as far as, like, just keeping yourself on that higher plane, you know what I'm saying? Like, not letting yourself drop low, drop down to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't lower yourself, because even, like, you know, we can be around people that we love so dearly, like, people that we love so dearly, but deep down in their hearts, they looking at us as, like, as competition. And that's the thing about us as melanin people too, is we always trying to compete against each other, but we shouldn't be competing against each other, because we all should be working with each other to make something way bigger than what it really is. But like, until we can get past that, we have to kind of own up to those type of people. Like, we gotta let those type of people know, like, what they're doing, like, isn't right, and move on from them type of people, and, like, just move forward. Like, and sometimes we don't even gotta say anything. That's just telling them, like, we don't really mess with what you're talking about, and we're gonna walk away. Like, not even saying that. You don't even gotta say nothing when you walk away from somebody. You just walk away, and they're gonna understand it later, but it may not be in your lifetime. It may not even be in the span that you're there with them. You know what I'm saying? It might be in some different lifetime. You know, so it's like we've been trying to save people, and we gotta save ourselves, really, at the most part. Like,
and that's why, like, I always tell, like, even though I told bro, like, that I used to work with, like, I always say, like, and he would ask me about this, but I always say, like, my goal is to become a wise man. And let me tell you, I'm so far, like, I mean, I'm damn near negative wise man, but it's the most fascinating shit to me. And I don't even know what classifies you as a wise man. I don't know that there's not a certificate that the nigga hands out. But, like, one thing that I've noticed about wise men is they never give you the answers, because that in itself is handicapping you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The answers are within yourself.
Yeah. And they're only their only kind of goal is to encourage you to embrace that and bring those answers out for yourself, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to advance on your path. You know what I'm saying? My path, I can tell you A, B, and C, but damn, you're going to get on the street and it's going to be 1, 2, and 3. And it is not in, you know what I'm saying? So, like, that's like a thing, and that's why I kind of try to stay out of shit. Like, that's why, like, even like when you used to talk about, like, good and evil, and people are, you know, people generally believe in that. That's what's taught, and that's a you know, it's a great boxing match. But I don't believe in good and evil. No. I believe in kind of like how you feel, almost, because, like, I do believe, like, there are people that are supposed to be evil.
Oh yeah, I believe that too. I believe that too, because it's not like, I mean, I guess they're supposed to be evil in this lifetime. Like,
I don't believe that they're just you know, like, even that, like, that's a understanding that not a lot of people, like, I believe like shit, like the way I even see spirits and reincarnation, and, like, I see, like, hell, you might have a life where you want to come just fuck shit up. Yeah. And then the next life you might be a fucking saint.
Yeah.
Like, it just, that's kind of the ebb and flow of what the spirit wants to experience. No, sorry.
No, but no, what you're saying though, because I'm understanding that now, as far as, like, some people are just in your life just to be that, but they are also teaching you a lesson. So then you just kind of, like, and then you move forward, and then you're a lesson to them as well. So, like, we're lessons to each other, basically. Yeah. Like, even, it doesn't matter where you at in your life, like, we're always giving each other lessons, even if we don't even want to say, oh, I gave that person a lesson, or, oh, they just gave me a lesson. Like, that's ego, because if you know more about ego, then you know, like, that's out of the water. Like, ego is nothing. Like, you know, we're all here for all the same reasons, all the same purpose. So it's like, we shouldn't even have ego in our vocabulary, but we do, which that's gonna have to kind of start with young children, because they soon we get it. Our ego get boosted when we're at a young age.
Like, but think about, like, it's even funnier. Like, when I think about this, what I said about the computer thing. To be honest, everything that we create as humans, like, every song, every movie, every piece of technology, every creation is just literally a physical manifestation of what we are. Yeah. Or like a portion, if not a small whole, because, like, like I said, the computer, like I compared it to the brain, but even when we were just talking about, I'm drawing a blank. What was it?
The tech, or I mean not the tech, but the computers, like
not the computers. We were just talking about something else.
About evil, about people are in your life just to be evil.
Yeah,
we were talking about that.
And I don't know. I had some.
I wanted to ask you, like, so, like, as you say, as a wise man, like, why do you feel like you're so far away? Like, do you think, because I know, like, I work with children, and I know, like, young boys, they don't really have a sense of direction, like, as far as compared to a young girl. A young girl, she doesn't have a sense of direction, but she also has that sense of, like, I know what's right, I know what's wrong. Like, as a boy, you gotta tell him 5 million times compared to when you tell a girl, she's gonna stop doing it. But with a guy, it's taking so long, you know what I'm saying? So just coming from, like, a male perspective, why do you think, like, it's taking you guys longer to understand what is in front of you guys? Because that's really that's kind of like one of the things of, like, how you can become wiser is you learn.
Well, I mean,
catch on.
So I'm not. I wouldn't compare myself to just, like, I mean, everybody's different.
Yeah.
So I got, some whole different shit going on, but
yeah.
As far as being a man, though, that's actually, I'm glad that you kind of specified it to that, because that's one thing I'll say. Okay, so I'm not afraid to tell stories like this. So
yeah, no.
When I just turned 30.
Mm-hmm.
But not this birthday, but my last birthday, when I turned 29, was very emotional.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was emotional kind of because of where I was, and kind of a lot of shit kind of crept in on me, and I was just kind of like, I had done, on my birthday I did like some acid, I believe it was acid.
Oh, well, I haven't touched acid. I don't even know how long.
Yeah. So I just, because I was like, let me trip, and just kind of chill, and it really made me really go deep into, like, a lot of shit, my own personal problems. But one thing that I came out with that night was how, like, hard it is to be a man. Like, I never thought about that kind of, because everything, being a man is kind of like, shut up and go to work, or it's kind of like, that's kind of like a phrase that kind of, or shut up and just do whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, for us, it's not like a lot of emotional venting, and you know what I'm saying? Like, generally, if we do, it's to a woman.
Yeah.
And if that's like your mother or your spouse or your girl or whoever, a woman that you trust, your sister, like, we pick different women, but that's who we're more comfortable with. We're not opening up to no another nigga. For us, when we get together, it's more of like a relief. It's more of like a we like take the pressure off each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why we like make fun of each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, it removes the edge of, like, real life, in a sense. Like, we can thug for real, because we know what we both going through if we don't gotta talk about it. Mm-hmm. But that's also, a lot of this is not healthy. Nah. So, like,
yeah, we have to be more understanding of others. Like, even like how you say it's kind of hard talking to another male. But, like, for a female, it's for a female, I feel like it could be both ways, because it could be hard to talk to another female about your problems, and then it could be hard to talk to your boyfriend, your spouse, your friend, your guy friend, it could be hard to talk to him because he don't understand you.
Yeah.
Or you would think he wouldn't understand you, but that's why I say a man might not understand a woman's feelings in a way, but if we were able to have these conversations more, I think we could just become better towards each other and really help each other understand each other. Like, if that makes sense. And then we can both become wiser and learn from that. But like, I think in this time, I think men are gonna have to kind of let the lady lead. And that's not like saying like, oh, giving her all the bills or giving her everything, putting everything on her shoulders. But no, like leading in a way of like letting her take charge and make decisions on like things that maybe y'all used to take charge and decisions on. And some women aren't gonna like that because some women just want the man to just give them all the decisions. But then we also have to learn like it's okay to like sit back and let the other person like give orders, because we've been taught like this one person has to give order and then this and this goes along. And I think that's why when you was talking about like men or boys or whatever, like we're just told to like shut up and go work or shut up and pay the bills, or that's basically what society has like been telling everybody is to do that. But like
you can't go in that whole whining and complaining.
Nah, like we gotta be able to like take each other on dates. Like we gotta be able to like, hey, not even call it a date, but just like, hey, we're just gonna pay for your meal, or we just feel generous, you know what I'm saying? Or like, yeah, I got you, or yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And I feel like there's people out there that do it, like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like,
yeah, people do it, but I'm just saying like that's what is gonna become like a change for some people, because some people aren't used to like just letting that person just talk, like.
Nah, and even as like to like kind of co-sign what you said, like, you know. So I do a lot of research into a lot of weird shit. I'm very much a proponent, like let me not use the wrong word. I'm a supporter in letting the woman lead. Like because I was raised by women, so women have led. I've seen, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom is a leader. That's what she is. Like it's niggas that can't do it better than her for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's not even an argument. But like, just off of, like, I don't know. I feel like the way, like, cause the way our society was built is a patriarchy. So like, men just took over and everything was beneath them. Women were beneath them. Women had to fight for their rights to get equal rights. And now today, women are still thriving and accomplishing new heights because of the fact that they're having to catch up, because of the fact that men held them down for so long, you know, for no reason, just to be, you know what I'm saying? These niggas are boneheads, right? So like, it's certain like other races that, or species that you could like learn about, right? Like dragons.
Yeah.
Or not even dragons. Dragons, but like so like. Yeah, dragons, right? So like, let's think about dragons. Most people don't think dragons exist. I personally do believe dragons exist.
Oh yeah, everything that we said is true.
It's
It's true. It's just we have to do the research ourselves these days. But like,
with the women,
it's out there.
The women lead the dragons. They are. You know what I'm saying? And like that to me,
women lead
makes sense, because it's not like the men are hoes, but like they're more like the physical protector. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're going out and doing the things, but the one that's really sitting up and really kind of making the decisions, is kind of leading with the sense, is the women, the woman, the queen dragon. You feel me? So like, I feel like there's a way that our society would really work really well if men would, what you just say, the ego. If men would
let the ego
let that
go.
shit go, and we can. I mean, we are men. We know what we can do with this, but like the untapped, like the skill untapped in a woman.
Yeah.
Is like the reason is why our society has no pop no more, nigga. Like,
yeah, really, and I'm just gonna get on the women and the like young girls, like start leading, start being leaders. Like even the men and the young boys need to be leaders too, but like really believe in yourself, like and intuition. Like
I feel like like.
Because women know, like, they have a sense to, like, lead, but they still kind of back themselves back because of what society has, like, placed them under. And I think, like, we wouldn't have feminists or things like that, you know, starting because we would all work together. Like, we all need to help each other. We need a strong man on our side. We need a young woman or, you know, an older woman, a wiser woman. Like, we need those individuals, like, forever.
I feel like it's definitely on men. Oh, like because at this point we have the power in a sense.
Yeah.
So now you have to kind of now empower women, which I feel like has been being like we've like a lot of people are starting to do that.
Yeah.
Like and like now you know what I'm saying. Women are being empowered and they need to continue to be empowered. And continue to break barriers.
Yeah.
But that's gonna shift the balance. And I feel like we can't get there. I feel like, you know, and that's why like motherfuckers like Diddy, lock him up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that don't need to be happening to no woman. Like I don't need to see that shit on my
we don't need to.
Like, you know what
we
I'm saying?
don't need to like
get your ass out of here, nigga.
It's crazy because like that's like on a celebrity, like that's a celebrity that we're talking about, but like I had to go through like a friend, like she got killed by her.
See,
like she's gone because of her baby's daddy, like and she wasn't even with him anymore, but he was so mentally unstable that he felt the nerve to go to her crib and like just we never got to see her again. So it's like that's sad because she has a child and her child is gonna have to see both her parents gone out of her life, and she's not gonna like she may understand, but she's not gonna understand of like why would my dad do my mom like that? Like doesn't he love her enough to like know like that's like no, but like people are so unstable mentally that like it's gonna be hard for people to like kind of get past that whole domestic violence, that because that's what it is, because that's what they put it under is like domestic violence, but I know it can happen between family violence, but they put it all under that. But what I'm saying is like we gotta break that barrier by like not accepting that, like even just on our regular people, you know what I'm saying? Like lives, like even that, like our friends and things. Like I know there's some guys that talk crazy to they women, and you know what you're doing. You continue to do that, and then you feel like everyone should treat you the same. Like that's not right.